Thank you. Mr. Duncan.
Money is the mother's milk of politics. There's not too much money in politics. There's not enough money. When you consider that we spend $7 billion in this country a year on potato chips, we spent $4 billion, a little over $4 billion, according to the National Retail Association, on Halloween, on costumes and candies. There's not enough money. Raising money is a big part of what you have to do as the RNC chairman. And you do that in different ways. You have a direct mail program because you have a lot of smaller donors. When I was chairman, we had 1,900,000 donors, 900,000 new donors in my 2 years. But I couldn't have done the things that we did without major donors. And you win those major donors by your business practices. You win them by putting a plan forward, by showing them that you're reducing the cost of funds and that you have a plan to spend the money effectively. I've had experience in that, not only with the RNC, but with third-party organizations. I know it's important. I know it's also daunting. I know how difficult it is to sit there and make those cold calls for 3 and 4 hours a day. I know what it is to understand that you've got to take in about $800,000 each deposit day, and that it's not all going to come in up front, that 90 million of it's going to come in October toward the end of that cycle. But you've got to be able to plan and you've got to be ready. That's part of the process.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Anuzis.
I agree. I think that, another way of putting it is it takes two things to win an election, money and everything else.